Welcome to PopWire. My name is Roel, and today we are joined by Jana Morrison and Samantha Aucoin, the two beautiful leading ladies of SYFY's Astrid and Lilly Save the World. Jana and Samantha, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you for having us. Yeah, so good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. It's nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, it's so nice to meet you.
Let's start with Jana. We always talk about how there's very little Asian representation in the media. And from what representation there is, there's even less Filipino representation. Currently, there's Filipino representation on Fox's The Cleaning Lady. Filipino actor Jacob Batalon's character Ned and his Lola was represented in Marvel, right? It was represented in Marvel's Spider-Man No Way Home, and coming later, Jacob's starring role in Reginald the Vampire will make its way to SYFY. But coming up next is you, Jana, in the starring role on Astrid and Lilly Save the World. Jana, can you say what does it feel like and mean to you to be able to represent not only the Asian community, but even more specifically, the Filipino community?
You're gonna make me cry, so thank you. I just feel a lot of passion for representation for Filipinos and for Asians in general, because of course, as you said, we are unrepresented, but we are a part of this world, are a part of our communities, just like everybody else. So to represent for my culture is extremely important to me. And for SYFY to have me as the lead hero, that doesn't happen for a lot of people. And I'm hoping I make our Filipino community proud.
Yes. In the series premiere, Jana, your character Astrid smells something strong coming from the kitchen, which is so on brand because a lot of Filipino food is really strong smelling, right? What would you think her mom was cooking in the kitchen? What kind of Filipino dish would it be?
Oh my gosh, who knows? Something with a lot of vinegar. In my head, she was like burning vinegar. And in my character like analysis, Astrid is just kind of annoying because Jana, love food and I love Filipino food, but in my character, I feel like she's a really picky eater and she doesn't necessarily love the food her mom makes, because she just wants to fit in with other people. You know how that is when you have your rice and dinuguan for lunch,
Right.
So in my head, it was a weird vinegar burning smell.
Got it. And then finally, Jana, I'm curious to know if there's any Filipino dish or dessert like halo halo, or any Filipino words you might have taught Samantha during filming the show. Did you instill your culture? Did you share your culture to Samantha during?
You definitely did. You definitely did. We did. No, we did.
My mom is trying to give her Filipino food too, and she's doing a good job at that, and I'm really proud of you for that. But what can I teach you right now?
Yeah, teach me.
There's a really nice word. It's called mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
And that means welcome. It means hello. It means goodbye.
Yeah, awesome.
And it's really nice too.
That's your Filipino word of the day.
Yes, there we go. And one more, kaibigan.
Kaibigan, yes.
Yes, that means friend.
And I feel like you'll be kaibigans for life after this, right?
I think so.
And Samantha, you are an avid proponent of body positivity and self-acceptance. Can you talk a little bit about how and why that is important to you?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it's so important to me because I remember being in high school and, a lot of my friends were, tiny, little slim, like some slim girls. And, they were so beautiful. And I just always felt, like, it's weird because it's like, it's not really talked about, I feel, when you're at that age. My friends never would say like, oh, you're fat or whatever. And I actually wasn't, bullied for it, but it was more just like how you get treated differently. And you see that, you see how like someone who's, plus size gets treated differently than someone who's not. And that was, so prevalent in my life growing up, even as a kid. I was always, the chubbier friend, or, the fat friend, or whatever. So, so it's so important to me that I am representing this, especially to young girls, but to everyone, to show that you don't have to look a certain way to be a superhero. You don't have to look a certain way to be accepted or to be loved, or, to be treated the same or equally as anyone. And that, body neutrality is such an important thing. And it's such a thing that should be so prevalent in our society. And so I'm really pushing for that to be really prevalent for everyone, because I feel like fat phobia is really detrimental to anyone's mental health, honestly. So I'm trying to prevent that, and to talk about it, and, to bring awareness to that, really.
I also wanted to congratulate you on making your TV debut.
Thank you.
Was there anything about the production process that surprised you? And did Jana or anyone else give you any kind of advice that you will?
Oh yeah, Jana was such an amazing support system. We were in St. John's where we filmed the show. We were there for 2 weeks before, we actually had filmed that. And we had this amazing acting coach, Catherine McNally. She helped us both, with the characters, and she really, really helped with all of the technical aspects of the show. Things that was something, that I hadn't really thought about. And I kind of forgot that it was such a big part of, making a TV show or being on film or being on camera. So when I was on set and I got to set, I didn't really know what like a mark was, or you had to, angle your face a certain way, or, maybe limit the facial expressions and such. That's okay. So it was a massive learning experience for me, but everyone around me made it so, so much easier. Everyone was so welcoming and so warm. The set was amazing, and the crew, and Jana obviously was such a great support system.
You're such a pro.
No.
And normally, reports would have you describe your own character, but I thought it would be fun if for a moment you guys could briefly describe each other's character. So Jana, right? That would be fun. So Jana, how would you describe Lily?
I would describe Lily as a sweet, funny, cute best friend who is sensitive and really smart, creative, and a huge cheerleader for Astrid.
I love
that.
Samantha? Yeah, love that. Yes, and Astrid, she is this badass force that, you don't want to mess with. She will stick up for her best friend, maybe more than she'll stick up for herself, but she will definitely stick up for the people she cares about and the people around her. She is, she's smart. She's also creative. She's great at science. She's just a badass. Like she's just, she's a super girl. She is.
It's not even my own show.
And you play it so well. And I loved getting to play with Astrid.
How would you describe your show, Astrid and Lily Save the World?
I would say Astrid and Lily Save the World is a little bit of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer,
yes.
A little bit of Bookmark,
yes.
And any kind of girl empowerment best friend TV show or movie.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we were actually just watching a movie the other day, and we were like, oh my God,
we were literally watching Bridesmaids.
Yeah, Bridesmaids.
I love it.
Dynamic.
Just like a best friend dynamic, watching it on screen is like so beautiful, because to have a support like that, like as women, is beautiful to see.
Yeah.
And in the show, it looks like the two of you are having so much fun, right? Do you have a favorite moment off screen on the set that you would like to share?
Off screen.
One of my favorite scenes that we filmed was that one scene you see in the trailer where we're walking down the hallway and we're just like feeling ourselves being badass.
Yes.
And like we filmed that like a good amount of times. Like, you have to get literally every angle.
Yeah.
Her close up, my close up, back of the heads, front. So just like walking down this hallway, being badass was just like an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And like in between the takes, you know, we were having the most fun with all of that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, but like off camera, I mean,
sometimes honestly
so many things that happened, but
a lot of things blurred together. It was 4 months of a lot of hours a day.
It was so long. I mean, like we like napped like a lot, and
I didn't need to nap every single day.
Yes, oh, wow. Understandably.
I'm curious to know, in that scene where you're walking down and you're like badasses, did the crew like have a song playing that you guys could, you know,
I think we had a song in our heads.
We did, yeah. We would do this thing where we would think would there be a song stuck in our head or something like that, and it would be like either like a Lizzo song or something, and we'd like sing a song to get us pumped up. Awesome. So we would have the song like going with us, but no, they wouldn't play anything, but yeah, we did together.
And besides the two of you, for each of you, can you name another duo that you love besides yourselves?
Besides ourselves.
What's your favorite duo?
What's our favorite duo?
Okay, I'm really bad with celebrity names.
Okay.
But so I feel really, really bad about this.
No, maybe I'll know if you know.
No, like literally the bridesmaids duo, like Kristen Wiig and
Kate Hudson.
No, not Kate Hudson. That's Bride Wars.
They're both. Oh, Bridesmaids.
Bride
Wars. Sorry, I'm thinking we also watched Bride Wars.
Oh, no.
Sorry, that's my fault.
All the bride movies.
We did. It was like a marathon awesome. The other night.
Why am I blanking?
I don't know, but for Bride Wars, it was Kate Hudson
and
Anne Hathaway, awesome. And that was a badass duo.
Yeah, like I'd never seen that movie before.
Yeah,
I just really loved the connection.
I had, and I was obsessed with it.
What can viewers expect from this season on Astrid and Lilly Save the World?
Expect surprises.
Yeah.
Expect monsters you've never thought of in your life.
Mm-hmm. Original monsters.
Expect hella badassery.
Yep.
Oh, right? I want that. I love that quote. Hella badassery.
Yes. hella
badassery.
And you know, relationships, the relationship drama, friendships, you know, different, you know, sexual orientations. Expect it all, honestly. There is really something in it for everyone. And I reiterate that a lot because this show really touches on a multitude of topics and a multitude of themes. And yeah, there really, 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 really is something in it for everyone.
Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph.
You
right,
got
yes.
it. You got
it. And then finally, what is the overall theme or message you hope viewers will take away from Astrid and Lilly Save the World?
I think that the overall message is you can be a hero in anybody.
Yeah.
In everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Body, yaddy, yaddy.
Body, yaddy.
Yeah. Body, yaddy, yaddy. Hottie with a body.
Oh yeah, just
it's mostly that.
It is mostly that, you know. It's
awesome.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jana and Samantha, for your time. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out Jana Morrison and Samantha Aucoin on their new show, Astrid and Lilly Save the World, airing Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on SYFY. Thank you, Samantha. Salama, Jana.
Salama.
Right. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. So good to meet you.
So good to meet you.